exciting and immersive applications at the forefront of these applications. Good evening, everyone. Mr. Arijit Bhattacharya is a global entrepreneur, technologist, angel investor, public speaker, business matchmaking expert, government advisor, and the list goes on. He is the founder and CEO of Virtual Infocom, one of the first game development and deep tech solution company in India since 1998. Over the years, Virtual Infocom has brought paradigm shifting innovations like turning real actors and models into superheroes in a story based game title, eventually creating digital humans, creating an ecosystem of content creators and an NFT marketplace. He has founded Co-Innovate Ventures, which helps startups with high impact mentoring, steady network immersion, specialized workshops, access to VC investors, and public funding. He has assisted over 6,000 startups to start their journey and provided mentorship to various businesses in about 90 plus countries. He is the founder of World Leader Summit, an ecosystem of 95 plus countries, which is one of the largest leadership summit and international business club in the world. He is the producer of 300 plus games and AR, VR, and has given opportunity to more than 700 plus indie developers around the world. Over the past 23 years, he has garnered expertise in technology, finance, art, STG, and as a government advisor. Now, sir, we would like you to take the stage to share a part of your colossal wisdom that you have acquired over your astounding journey. All of us are eager to be a part of this amazing interaction. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Yuvangshi. It has been a pleasure to speak in front of all of you, and she was communicating with me in my social media, mainly in LinkedIn. And I can see the kind of energy that's flowing inside your Zoom room. Happy to see 90 plus participants. Just let me understand, all you guys are from which background? Like you are from first year, second year, or a mixed mode kind of batch? If you can just type it in the chat box, it would be great. First year? Okay, super. Just to give a small head up about what's coming up in the industry, if you look at your career mode, I believe that you have started your career or probably in the mid of your career, maybe in third year or maybe in second year or first year. Well, when I started, I was 17 and I decided not to pursue engineering. Rather, I shifted to economic statistics and mathematics because I felt that 4 years are going to be too long. Rather, let me choose a shorter path in life, which will be 3 years for graduation. And I started my own company just like that. And the reason I started game development and superhero character creation, because I used to create comics and superheroes in my childhood days when I was in school, and eventually thrown out of my classes. Used to be kneel down in my history classes. So feel free to ask any sort of question if you are a third bencher or probably you have that kind of experience in your school days. I'm just like you guys, just remodified, retweaked the entire business model in a complete different kind of structure altogether. I'll be using a very small PPT for your knowledge. So our subject line today is actually VR, AR, XR, and Metaverse, including game development. And I'm going to bore you in next 30 minutes or so. Boring is a different kind of English in my dictionary. I'm so sorry about my English. I'm really bad in English as a language. It's a funny language with 26 letters inside it, so you can play around. Bore is beginning of re-engineered entrepreneurship for me. Well, when you talk about characters, when you talk about metaverse that is coming up, of course, Facebook retweaked their name and moved it in a complete different vertical altogether, which is 3D vertical. Fortunately and unfortunately, as a game development studio, we have been using such kind of technologies for quite a long number of decades. But unfortunately, in India, probably we don't have that kind of access, that kind of marketing, or probably we don't know how to market ourselves. Fortunately, while traveling the world, while moving from one country to another country for doing business, I have been connecting with many people who are crazy like me, who understand that the future is going to be into completely different vertical and dimension altogether. And that's 3D. Internet is going to see the next generation of future, which will happen in Metaverse. If we have better internet connectivity in India, definitely we'll explore it in a complete different vertical and dimension. Guys, I cannot put my speech into only Metaverse because it is interconnected with blockchain technology, with virtual reality, with gaming, and a lot many different kind of technologies like artificial intelligence and ML. So I'm going to touch upon almost all of it step by step. I'll be on very basic, but before that, let me do my marketing. So we started, of course, as a Indian 3D superhero character creation company. So these are few of our characters that we have developed long back. It's about 12 years back. We started taking real actor and actresses and converted them into 3D digital character. These are some few of the example cases. This was India's first RPG. If you know RPG, it's called role-playing game. Ashwatthama the Immortal, directly depicted from Mahabharata as a character. Although the storyline is completely different, you can find it in Play Store, and probably if you wish, you can play it. Now, this is not the end. I'll appreciate if the audience can please put their microphone in mute. Otherwise, you will have a lot of background noise. I know it's gaming and metaverse. Noise are good, but unfortunately, I can't speak with this noise. Thank you. Well, these are the few bad guys. I'm not sure whether you love heroes or villains, but I love villains. So this is your Kumbhakarn, this is Mahishasur, Shani, and a couple of other characters from our own epic and myth as a character. Now, the reason I'm showing you all these characters, you will eventually know this. This is what we have been doing. These are all real actor and actress and models from local market to Bollywood. I mean to say, I'm from Calcutta, so there is a movie market here. We call it as Tollywood. From Tollywood to Bollywood to, of course, the US Hollywood, we have created many different variety of characters. Couple of people, they are now working in MTV. They have been transferred into 3D comical characters. We have started creating many groundbreaking projects altogether. This is one of the snap that you can probably enjoy. This is Mr. Mukesh Khanna converted and as Shaktiman as a game character. The challenge was to convert him in his present state to the earlier stage about 30 years back with all those muscles and superpowers into the game. Now, while doing that, we did a couple of movie-based characters, few bit of characters which has been converted from Tollywood stars, actor and actresses. And this is one of the best possible way I can show you as a picture when we depict one actor into a 3D digital character. What happens when you create a 3D digital character? Definitely we can break it down with such kind of elements, and then we connect that with real life. Why I'm showing you this, you will eventually know. So this is a 3D character converted into a real dress, which you can buy from any damn shop in Asia. Unfortunately, this is not available in India. India is not there yet to absorb such kind of technologies, but definitely very soon you will get that in India once we launch it in India as a service. So here, if you have a 3D character, you have an option to buy their dresses, their ornaments, anything that you wish to buy. You just have to click and choose your dress or your object, and then the system automatically will detect a nearby store. You go to there and then scan the QR code, you get a discount, you buy it. That was the concept that we started in, if I'm not wrong, 2016, way too early, when you never ever heard about, of course, related to Metaverse. This is what we call as one of the first cosplay e-commerce site, which was a failed project of ours because we were ahead of time. We wanted to sell such kind of elements in India, but somehow we survived in Asian countries, mainly in South Korea, Japan, and China. Few of the shows that we did out of India and within India. And the kind of dresses that you are watching, this is actually done by all those kind of ground-rooted people. We taught them how to do knitting, how to create latest generation fashionable items. We started selling it, utilizing an ecosystem, and the whole entire ecosystem supported all these villages. So eventually these villages, they got money. Their kids started going to schools. It actually created a disruption in the market. While doing that, let me stop the presentation. Let me be very impromptu with you guys. While doing all such kind of activities, we saw that the entire market is evolving and changing. In 2017, I was exploring blockchain as a technology and started doing coding on the top of it and learned how these things can be done. So I started consulting few of the companies, and eventually Virtual Infocom as a system, we moved into the blockchain as a elemental connectivity and understood that if we really need to make a disruption, we need to create it with an ecosystem management system. Now, let me come back to our subject line, which is Metaverse, virtual reality, connected with blockchain and crypto. What is blockchain? We all know that. Blockchain is basically a decentralized system wherein you can do almost anything with a lot more encryption that is possible. If you look at UAE as a country, they moved into such kind of secure element where your entire structure is encrypted and with a lot more security. If we look at automotive systems, if we look at agriculture, nowadays people are moving towards blockchain technology because of so many flexibilities that is coming up. Now, what is exactly Metaverse? What's going to happen? And why I showed you all those characters. Imagine a system where you're using internet as a 2D, but in future, you're using it in 3D with your own avatar. So eventually, when you are a celebrity or an actor or a model, if your 3D character is there before you even know, you can actually monetize it in a complete different vertical and structured way. So what we did more than 350 plus those kind of characters with multiple number of combinations, where in the NFT market, you can A, get it, B, as an avatar, you can enter, you can live the life, you can move, you can communicate, you can connect, you can do whatever you wish to do into the 3D world. Metaverse is nothing but basically a base of the 3D world where you can detect, understand, and communicate just like the real world. You can walk, drink, eat, move, drive a car, whatever you wish to do. Let me break the ice. Is it new? No. There used to be a system long back. It used to call it as Second Life. Second Life was too early in the market, so somehow people couldn't grab it. But in Second Life, you could have done it just like the same now you're doing. The reason now these kind of technologies are evolving because we are getting better internet connectivity and the technology has been moved a complete different vertical altogether. In those earlier days, we used to use floppy disk. Now imagine about the size. Nobody uses that. Then came the DVD players. You use that till date? No, you use a small pen drive or you use a hard disk drive, which has got yottabytes of size. Now, if you look at Metaverse as a system, that system can hold multiple number of 3D digital assets. What I call as 3D digital asset. This asset can be a land. You can own that land and you can give it to rent to some other third party so that they can probably start a cafe over there. It is going to be the next layer of disruption. What more can be done over there, we are yet to see. But if I may check the technology, it is connected with virtual reality as a world. Imagine a system you are using VR and AR as a combo without utilizing any kind of virtual reality glasses, which is a little bit of heavy in your eye. So I prefer AR glasses instead of VR glasses. If you look at these kind of technology, am I going too fast or you guys can understand it? Just say yes or no. I'll be slow down then. Can you guys follow me or shall I slow it down?
Yes, sir, it's fine.
Super.
The pace is fine.
Yeah. So just imagine that you have probably, okay, I'll give you a real life example. Probably you have a watch which you have in your hand in real life, right? And this watch you want to hold in the metaverse world. In real world, if I want to change this, I have to go to a shop and say that, hey, I need a new one. But imagine a 3D world where you go to a shop, in front of your AR glass, you can just swipe or blink your eye or move your gesture and you would be able to choose the kind of watch that you need. Now, here comes the sweetest part. How you're going to buy it? There are two options. A, you use your normal money. It can be US dollar, it can be euro, it can be your INR. Second, which is coming up, you hold a cryptocurrency and you buy it utilizing your crypto. The world is actually going to move towards that. The sole reason is dealing with real money is slow, super slow. But dealing with crypto is fast. It's within a couple of milliseconds. You can transfer your crypto just to buy that watch and hold it. Now you may say that, sir, I can hold a digital asset in my wrist, which is my 3D digital avatar. What am I going to do with it? The technology and the ecosystem is evolving so fast. Very soon you will see, just like us, when we did gaming and real store composition, this metaverse is coming up with such kind of concept where you hold a real kind of watch in your hand, in your 3D avatar. You can go to the nearby store if it is a reputed brand. For an example, if I'm using, say, I need to check my watch. What's the, yeah, so this is a Casio one. Okay. So if I really want to buy it and this company is connected with the metaverse, I can go to any damn Casio store and say that, hey, you know what? I bought it from the metaverse. It is there because I transferred the money utilizing my crypto. So I want to have it in my wrist in real life. That's going to come. So in future, if you feel that you want to buy something, this is what you can do. Now, it may sound a little bit of funny, but that's true. It's going to come. Why? How exactly you guys buy nowadays? You go to an e-commerce store, you choose some object. It can be, say, maybe a wristwatch. It can be a mobile phone. It can be your dress. You just choose it, right? Either you pay or you say that, okay, cash on delivery. The object comes, you try, you like it or you dislike it. If you like it, it's amazing. If you dislike it, you can get your money back or the object can be replaced. The same thing will be there in 3D, in a better option. There you can try it, okay? You don't really need to order it. Before you order it, your 3D digital avatar can wear it online, understand how it looks, except smell. You can almost feel the same just like the real world. So in a nutshell, in a simplistic manner, that's going to be one of the future that you can expect. Now that's for a normal kind of customized dresses or watches. What happens in automobile? You like a car, you go there, probably you are choosing, say, a Spider, right? And you really want to take a ride. You enter into the car in metaverse, you take a ride, just like a simulation, you will get all those kind of experience because our neuron system is connected with such kind of system. Okay. And if you like it, you say that, yeah, I really, really liked it. So you just place the order and then you go to the real store and say that this is what I have chosen. This was the color and you get the delivery. So options and opportunities are going to be completely different if you really want to learn and understand about it. But there is a challenge. If you look at the world, till date, it is so new that not lot many ecosystem has been evolved, right? So it has to have artificial intelligence, which is intelligent enough to understand your choice, taste, and preference. Few days back, I was in Dubai and I was actually raising fund for a few of the startups. And one of the startup, they did a traditional business of gas station. So what I did, I updated their entire system into blockchain so that I'm giving you a test case. You're driving a car, you enter into the gas station, and then you usually buy, say, 5 liters of gasoline each and every time when you enter. And in the cafe, you usually have your probably a double shot of espresso. And you sometimes read book, which is motivational books. That's your trend. as an AI system, it will understand what is your trend. What do you like? What do you dislike? You may ask, sir, how exactly it's going to happen? Your social media account and your taste and preferences, including your date of birth, each and everything is actually connected in the entire centralized nodal system. From there, things can be extracted, understandable, and then there is an option for these users when they drive back again to that gas station. It will give you option and opportunity by saying that, would you like to repeat the same which you did last time? It gives you a feel good factor. Okay, the gas station knows me, right? The system knows me, it understands me. Okay, it understands your purchasing capacity, right? So such kind of systems are still evolving. It's not evolved yet. We are not there yet. These things are happening. Okay, I'm not talking about science fiction. I'm talking about what is coming up and what is happening at the moment. If you look at Europe, if you look at US, if you look at a couple of countries which is moving faster than India, those things are already there and happening. Well, if you are there in Europe, of course, the card understands how fast you like to move from one place to another system. If you're punching your, say, you got a metro card, right? The same card you can use in your tram, the same card you can use in your taxi. So it understands your movement and your capability of movement and the fastness. So from the government's point of view, it is easy for a government to understand your movements and the way you like things. Depending on that, rest of those corporate companies can give you options to buy, say, dresses, can be cars, can be your food, can be your education. So it completely depends on us how we are going to utilize metaverse as metaverse. Fortunately, because it is on the top of such kind of technologies, which is really, really super fast and a little bit of secure, even though in my languages, nothing is fully secure, but I would say 90% secure. Definitely system can understand, detect, and give you such kind of elements. It is always happening with you guys. I'm not sure whether you can realize it or not. If you like a particular genre of music in YouTube, just think of playing it multiple number of times. Next time you will get such kind of recommendations. Say you love pop music, so you'll get eventually the pop music recommendation, right? So those are the very basic system to make. It's not a big deal nowadays to detect and understand such kind of system. But what happens when you're tracking and understanding the health condition of a human being? That's not easy. So people are making such kind of complicated system to understand human health, and there lies the sweetness of such kind of technology. In Metaverse, near future, you will see that doctors, usual nurses, they will detect, understand the basic needs of human being. Okay, say you have got diabetes, or you want to shape up your body, you want to lose fat from your body. It's a wrong concept of losing weight. There is no such concept of losing weight. It's basically losing fat always. Okay, so as a nutritionist, you can understand your customer who is getting a 3D persona just like him. So you can understand the fat balance, you can understand the kind of system that his or her body type usually holds. Like, okay, fine, 75% of water concentration, probably he or she is overweight, he has got this much amount of fat balance in body, which is 17%. I need to reduce it to 5%. What I should do, what I should actually recommend him or her. That's gonna happen in Metaverse. But why? You can do it in Zoom call. No, it is real time. When I'm talking about technology, I'm talking about real time as a technology. So as and when you are evolving, your character is evolving. That's how things are going to be. Okay, I'm not going to make this as a very, very complicated session. I think I already took 30 minutes, which I promised, even though we started at 5:07, but it is 5:31. I'm open for question and answer. If I go very deep, it will be really, really complicated, because I always love to give many example of coding. I really don't want to jump into those algorithm and coding, but I'm open for any kind of question answer if you have. Please.
Students who have any questions can post them in the chat box.
Sir, actually, before that, I have a question. You might have watched the movie Ready Player One.
Sorry, I can't hear you.
So you might have watched the movie Ready Player One.
Yes.
Yes, sir. So are we to expect that kind of things from the?
100%. Or rather, I would love to make a statement that that's gonna happen very, very soon. This is the system I'm talking about. This is the system I'm actually sharing with. I'm not sharing a 2D platform. I'm not sharing a website URL which use to be there in your browser. I'm talking about a complete 3D system where you can enter into a 3D virtual reality immersive world. You can interact, communicate, and move things.
So how long does we have, like, do we have before that approximately, as you are involved in the metaverse, you might be aware of that?
Well, there are a lot many says, honestly speaking, and people are saying that it is going to happen within 2023. Some people say that 2025. Nobody can say this, frankly speaking. It needs lot many policy changes from the governments. It needs lot many updation from the server systems. So I would say better wait for next 3 to 4 years.
Okay, sir.
Maximum number of times I do share such kind of inputs in my LinkedIn or in my Insta. So I already shared my Insta handle. It's ARIGITIN. You guys can follow me over there. You can get those updates. I usually do that. LinkedIn is already there with Yugangsi, so she can share, or I can type my. You can Google me. You can get all my credentials. It's not a problem. Just put Arijit Bhattacharya in Google. You will get all those details.
We are unmuting all the participants. If you have any doubt, you can directly unmute yourself and ask the question.
Feel free, guys. Don't think that I am founder of multiple companies. That doesn't mean that I will not answer you. Feel free. मेरे क्लास में सिटी तालियां सब कुछ हो सकता है.
Sure, sir.
Sir, how will the data protection policies such as GDPR from the European Union will come into play, considering
Beautiful question,
the
Angan.
metaverse?
Yes. Well, this is one of the critical issue. It's happening in, I think, various different places. There is a fine line between sharing all your information and sharing the basic information of a particular person, right? So we are not there yet. For an example, some people lock their profile in Facebook. I'm giving you a live example, okay? Some people lock their profile in Facebook and then they send friend request to another person. Would you accept that? For me, it's no. I'm not going to accept a person who has already locked his profile. The reason is he don't need any more connection, right? So as a GDPR, as a policy, if you feel that you really don't want those kind of suggestion, those kind of inputs, those kind of advertisement to be played inside your system, you just turn off those suggestion button. That's going to be the policy from at least ministry level. It depends on us how we are going to utilize and use our smartphone or our tablets or our PC or our intelligent system. Nobody is going to push you to say that, hey, you know what, open up everything, there is no security, so you just declare whatever you are and we are going to bump in and rob you with all those kind of digital assets. That's not going to happen. But till date, you are right, there are policy level updation which is needed in lot many countries. It's not about only India, in lot many countries in and across the world. Did I answer your question?
Yes, sir. And may I ask a follow-up question?
Sure.
Yes, thank you. What would be your opinion regarding decentralization? While we talk about
Can you
decentralization,
be a
the
little bit
most
of louder? I really can't hear you.
sure, my bad, sir. My bad. What do you think about decentralization? As we are predicting the system will be decentralized, but in the current context, with the majority amount of social media users are with Meta, the company Meta, and its subsequents, Instagram and Facebook. So will it be a one like somebody mentioned the movie Ready Player One, and it had a capitalistic based system where gregarious games will we have something similar, or would it be more decentralized?
I seriously doubt that it is going to be completely decentralized. Uh, if you look at social media, by policy, when social media was created, social media was not created because you will lock your profile. That was actually done for other reasons. And if we look at social media as social media, nowadays people interact, connect, share a lot of things in their social media. So Insta is different, Facebook is different, LinkedIn is different, WhatsApp is different. As a company, as a policy, I can't comment on behalf of Facebook, but the way I look at it, definitely few of those social media where people are more professional, as a policy, as a maker of those kind of social media platforms, they are eventually moving towards decentralization for various different reasons. And that means you will get more personalized communication, more personalized suggestion, and definitely if you really want to build your career, it will become more personalized rather than common. Did I answer your question?
Thank you, sir.
Sir, we also have a questionnaire. We got a questionnaire with the forms that is shared.
Questionnaire where? I can't see in chat.
Sir, we share a questionnaire with the students. They posted their question in that. I'll be asking some of those questions to you, sir.
Sure.
So the first one is, as a CSE fresher, how can I find my niche?
I don't know the person who actually asked this question, but find your love. What you love, just do it. You really don't need to think of yourself as a CSE first year student. Don't believe me, but I will give, better to give your own example rather than giving others example. I left engineering, right? I told you. I studied it for 1 month, I left it. The reason I did that, because my love belongs to connecting the art and logic together, and I wanted to disrupt the market. And that's the reason I started my own company. In my family, there is no business person. In that time, there was no one who can guide me. Even if I declare myself in first year that I am owner of a company, people used to laugh at me, right? But whatever I have done so far, so good. I did it out of love. It's my passion. If I sleep, I think about doing something for the community and for the startups and for the better world. So find your passion. If you are good at logic, choose one language, master in that particular language. Now I will ask you guys to believe me on a blind level. I can code in various different languages, okay? It doesn't matter. Language is not a big deal for me. Everything is logic, right? As a first year CSE student, find your own lovable point. Do you really love to code on websites? Do you really want to love coding on system? Or you don't love coding, you just love analysis? Or you don't love analysis, probably you love something else. Find that, which one do you love? And pursue that. And when you are starting in engineering, there will be multiple different kind of programming language, or sometimes different technology. If you are in ECE or probably in some other engineering stream, you will get lot many different kind of technology. Get that. At the same time, learn a third party language. Choose a language which is coming up. Example, choose C#, choose Lua, choose Python as a language. Learn it. Create small applications. Send it to your friends, send it to the seniors. send it to some industry veteran and ask him about the feedback. And create at least one decent project in your engineering career. One. That's not from your college project, huh? It's going to be your own project. And trust me, the future is not about your degree. The future is all about your skill set. So if you are skilled enough, companies are willing to hire you from any different marks that you have got. It doesn't matter. Frankly, after a couple of years, nobody will remember if you are first or if you are second or you are third in your engineering. It doesn't matter. Next question, please.
Sir, what are the requirements for an artist in the game dev industry?
Nothing. I mean, it depends on you. You want to become a background artist, then just learn and understand how the nature works. Do real life study, understand the color balance, understand the light and shadow, and either you go for 2D or you go for 3D. It doesn't matter. To become a character artist, it is required to learn and understand the human anatomy. Otherwise, you can't do that. There's another vertical, which is animation. To become a very good animator, just watch movies. You can probably, I love Disney movies. I mean to say the animated ones. Watch them, how easily they can create characters, and then how easily you can use it as a game character of your own. Play games. Playing game doesn't mean that you're wasting your time. Play some intelligent game or play some RPG or fighting games. It actually improvises your IQ level. We are wrong as a parents. I mean, parents say that you are wasting your time. No, it's not. If you play games, it actually improvises your IQ level. But kindly don't play something which is casino or which is on real-time betting. It's not good. It's not going to increase your IQ level. Next one, please.
Hello, sir. One question I wanted to ask. This was a little related to entrepreneurship. So in the beginning of the session, you talked about how finding people for ideas like these, which are kind of paradigm shifting and which are a little beyond their time, a little too ahead of their time. So how do you find people who are, crazy enough and who are thinking as in the future as you are? And how do you find people who are crazy as well as trustable enough that you can work on ideas like these? So what is the approach to finding people here in this field?
Aditya, frankly, it's a very, very mature question. Very mature question. To answer it, I will give you this answer in two different parts. A, there is a concept which I firmly believe is easy to give and hard to take. So whenever I meet someone, I usually give whatever I have. Give doesn't mean that I'm giving them money. Give means I'm giving them opportunity to work with me, right? And that opportunity can be in creating some new company together. Opportunity can be doing some project together. While doing that, we get to know each other. 90% cases, people don't have the absorbing capability. In the sense, if I tell them, okay, let's work for it for next 6 months, we'll be creating this kind of project. This will be the product. This is the target market. This is the possible client list. This is my network. This is the kind of door that I'm going to open. And this is a little bit of project order that we have got. Is it fine for you to work with me in such kind of project? Sometimes people say yes. Maximum times people fear. People who fear, they cannot be entrepreneurs. Those kind of people who say yes, the 40% people, they expect that I will guide them in each and every stages. Then also they are not entrepreneur. If you're an entrepreneur, you don't need someone to tell you what to do, then you are a manager. Okay. So in those 40% people, here comes the rest of the 10% who feel that this is my baby, this is our baby, we're going to build it together. They share things with me and say that, hey, you know what, sir, I think you are wrong. Here is the updated version which we can do together. I usually go with them. So out of 100, it becomes 10%. With that 10%, when you move along in your journey, you realize that 5 to 6%, they are trustworthy. Look, Aditya, every person is good person from my perspective, from my eyes. There are situations which made them irrational and irrelevant in life. Okay, if you nurture them in this way by giving, they usually become trustworthy in both cases. Okay, so this is one situation. Second situation, I don't find anyone, they find me. They usually ask that, can we do something together? Just like the same, I say, okay, fine, these are the things that we can do together. Sometimes they say that, okay, fine, this is not the one I'm looking for. I'm looking for a complete different vertical altogether. So if you read my bio, I have done, I think, more than 16 different kind of industries in the last 24 years. It's not that small number. And the reason I could have done it, because I became like water. So this is the second mantra I would love to give you. Always adopt things which is coming towards you. Accept the way it is, right? Learn it, empty your head. Say that I don't know this. This is a complete new thing for me. Mix with such kind of people who is willing to share knowledge with you and wisdom with you. Knowledge, wisdom doesn't mean that he has to be older than you. No, it's wrong. Okay, I'm 41 now. I mix with lot many different vertical of people. In fact, we have kids in our company, okay, who can think beyond me as me. So as a founder, if I feel I know everything, it's wrong. So that's how I usually choose people. That's how people choose me. And that's how me becomes we. That's how we have been creating such kind of platform. One of the finest example, which is coming up very soon, artandcraftmarket.com. That's a website portal. You can check it. SSL is not there yet, but it has been started as a concept of we, with 3 different artists who wanted to sell their art, and they said that, sir, could you please help us to sell our arts? And there are a lot many artists who want to sell their art. We started interacting with each other. We started drawing with, with each other. Someone is from Russia, someone is from Turkey. So we're from various different kind of countries. We started interacting, and then we felt that let's do something cool together. I don't think twice when I do things. So we immediately launched our organization. We floated the website, we opened it for the market. And now we got 5 different art curators who are buying art from such kind of artists. And very soon we are going to launch it in a complete digital platform altogether. I can give you live example like this, lot many examples like this. But if you tell me that how long you took to trust these people, if you really want to trust someone, just give your trust. But there is a fine line between blind trust and trust. Okay, there is a fine line between collaboration and partner. Partner means, for me, if I am your good friend, partnership works best. If we are collaborating, it's not necessary to become friends. It's fine, we are collaborating for some project. Did I answer your question? Aditya.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Anyone else? We have only 9 minutes. I'm so sorry. 6 o'clock. I have another engagement.
Sir, the next question is, where can one begin to learn VR development?
Internet. You don't need anyone else. Learn it from internet. There are YouTube channels. Follow whoever you like. Learn it from the scratch, step by step. Install very basic engines like Unreal or Unity. Start coding.
That's it for the questionnaire, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Yugangsi. And I can't read your name, Sarthak. Yeah. Thank you for the beautiful hosting. And I'm really blessed to be there in front of all of you. I'm so sorry about my knowledge. Where is this university is located? Which part of India?
So the university is located in Chandigarh, the north of.
Ah, Chandigarh.
Yes.
Beautiful city. I've been there. I was there in one university called Chitkara
Okay.
multiple times.
Okay, sir.
It's a beautiful city, actually.
We are not far from Chitkara. Do you know PU, Punjab University?
Yes, I know.
We are just like adjacent, not far.
Brilliant. Brilliant. I wish that maybe after pandemic, I can hop in once again in Chandigarh and we can have some good food together.
Yes, sir. Sure, sir. You're welcome anytime. We'll be happy to have you.
Thank you. Thank you for the brilliant moderation and beautiful question. If there is any more question, feel free to follow. Feel free to shoot me in messages. It might happen that I will give you a reply within 2 to 3 days, but definitely I always reply. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for such an insightful and informative session. Your session has bridged the gap between virtual and in-person webinar. We hope that all participants enjoyed being a part of it and the session embellished your expertise. Our deepest regards to our mentor, Mr. Arijit Bhattacharya, who took out time from his busy schedule and helped everyone with his own journey and experience on VR, AR, Metaverse, and cleared everyone's doubts. I personally feel immensely inspired by your values and thoughts on combining art and logic. Your mantra of becoming like a water is what I will be following in the journey of my life. As a token of our appreciation, it would be an honor for us if we could present an e-memento to you. On behalf of IEEE PEC student branch, I thank all those who took part in today's event and the audience for being so interactive and patient. An announcement to all the participants. Registration is still open for Valorant tournament. Those who are interested, please make sure that you register for the same. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Participants may leave the meet now.